again, and yet again, Meghan goes to take it, he holds it back and even laughs and says no, and then continues once, but twice, and it was all over the organisers not wanting her to have the microphone.
Right now, lots of speculation about what is going on with Prince Harry and Meghan Markle after she decided to call in sick to a major Kevin Costner charity event on Friday night after that damning Hollywood Reporter takedown described her as a dictator in...
What happens when Meghan pushes too hard and Harry decides to...
When Meghan keeps pressing and Harry starts retreating, oh honey, what unfolds is a regal spectacle of secondhand embarrassment. It's like witnessing a luxury brand pile up in ultra slow motion, chaotic, exposed, and soaked in strain. People once believed this duo embodied flawless teamwork, but in that instant, the facade cracked wide open beneath the relentless glare of the spotlight.
It's for first responders, it's a charity thing. There were lots of A-listers there like Jeff Bridges and Rob Lowe and Pink, and you'll remember...
Yes, the outfits sparkled, the smile...
Sure, the clothes glittered and their grins looked painted on, while the press churned out sugary distractions. But strip away the glitter and chatter? Do you know what actually shouted the truth? That little microphone. Darling, it revealed more about Harry and Meghan's relationship than a whole army of royal commentators. One tiny mic became the unexpected extra player in the scene, laying their story bare.
Wow, there's lots to unpack with this. There's lots of theories obviously going around. I personally, with Meghan, we know that she's...
Meghan wasn't supposed to be up there. Everyone knew it. The inside...
She had no slot on that stage at all. Everyone sensed it, and backstage murmurs confirmed it. Yet there she came, striding out as though the glare belonged to her by destiny. Her clothes appeared rumpled, her grin drawn too tight. The whole picture sent one clear signal. She was reaching for a moment never assigned to her. The speech was actually scheduled for Harry. One of the female coordinators stepped forward. The crowd let out a sharp breath, and the lenses cut to him. He hardly moved. Normally, he's her loudest booster, handing her the microphone, standing close, making sure she glows. Not this time. She held onto that mic while his gaze stayed fixed ahead, leaving her isolated in light that wasn't meant for her. She looked adrift, like someone who had wandered into a celebration uninvited.
Meghan reached for it, and the lady quickly changed her mind, took the microphone away, and pretended that...
And let me tell you, it was awkward. So awkward that people...
And believe me, the tension was excruciating. So much so that the audience seemed torn between applauding or covering their eyes. The normal electricity surrounding them had fizzled out. Meghan's effort to slip into the moment crashed and burned. There was no shine, no adoration, only her presence, and everyone saw it.
Obviously, this is on the stage, everybody's there watching it. The other organizer,
But here's the wildest part. No one stopped her. The organizers, security...
But here's the strangest twist. Nobody intervened. Staff, security, organizers, all of them simply stepped aside and let the discomfort play out. Meghan's uneasy appearance made the atmosphere thick and heavy. It wasn't a blow-up, no yelling, no shoving, no instant meme drama. Instead, it was quiet, almost understated. Two egos colliding on a stage that suddenly felt far too tight for them both. A wordless showdown everyone in the room could sense.
12 people willing and waiting to back it up. So they made sure that they have...
When Meghan stepped onto that stage, something shifted, and...
The moment Meghan walked out onto the platform, the atmosphere changed. And not in a dreamy, the queen has entered kind of way. No, love, it was a jolt, a cold draft no one invited. The mood went rigid. Harry, normally all warmth, stiffened. His usual charm drained away, his effortless grin gone. He gripped the microphone as if it were a safety rope, holding on tight while Meghan hovered beside him, awkwardly reaching for a place that didn't belong to her.
Yes, there certainly seems to be, I would say, trouble ahead, I think.
She tried. Oh, she really tried. Meghan smiled.
She gave it her best shot, truly. Meghan flashed smiles, leaned in, tried to win the crowd with every gesture she could summon. Yet nothing connected. The spectators stayed unmoved. The room's energy sagged. The cameras kept rolling, but the magic was gone. In its place hung awkward pauses, tight expressions, and a low thrum of unease that no amount of editing could erase.
Separate of each other, but I've noticed a real shift. It seems that Harry is the one being elevated. It's Harry being asked to go to events and not Meghan. She is still...
And that's when it hit me. The truth wasn't in their words.
That's the moment it struck me. Their reality wasn't spelled out in speeches, but in their presence. Harry's posture broadcast, "I'm steering this now." Meghan's gestures pleaded, "Look at me. I need this moment." Ambition collided with control. Need met irritation. It was quiet, but unmistakable. Under the glare, their storybook image split open in ways no publicity strategy could patch.
Pushed into the background. Now I can't see her taking that.
That day, the glow didn't fall on them.
That occasion stripped away their golden couple aura. The glow falling unevenly and the crowd sensing the disconnect even without words. Harry and Meghan were no longer moving in harmony. The rhythm had broken, leaving an uneasy hush. Just as it seemed the awkwardness would stay on stage, a quieter yet stronger element entered. Ukraine sent Harry formal papers calling him His Royal Highness, the Barry title said to be removed, printed without correction, while Buckingham stayed silent. A silence heavy with intent, because in politics, every formality is deliberate. That subtle salute signaled he may have stepped back, but not out. The royal cord still holds him. On stage, Meghan faltered, the microphone still in Harry's grip, the audience unmoved, each hesitant smile showing how far Hersham had faded, while he carried the unseen weight of centuries of tradition. She looked like someone battling ghosts for a magic that no longer obeyed her. Side by side, the contrast was stark. A couple unraveling in public, and the invisible power of protocol still steering Harry. Those stiff glances and fixed smiles hit a tug-of-war between California ease, sunshine, podcasts, polo, freedom, and a gravitational monarchy that keeps dragging him back. Each appearance is a tightrope, his staff still functioning like a mini court, his titles whispered and honored, though the press pretends otherwise. These tiny signals prove he hasn't escaped. He lives in a half-light, one foot in the palace's shadow, the other in Meghan's California dream. The tension seeped across the stage. Uneasy stares, drawn-out silences, Harry's white-knuckled grip on the microphone, and it went far beyond showmanship, reading instead like pure survival. His face carried the strain of living two identities at once. Drained and held back, a candle burning from both ends. His once effortless charm now doled out sparingly, carefully, almost painfully. Beside him, Meghan's struggle took a louder, sharper form. Once the woman who commanded every flash, headline, and glance, her glow now trembled. The Kevin Costner appearance made it plain. She hadn't been on the list, hadn't been scheduled or expected, yet slipped into the frame like a guest at a party she hadn't been invited to. Cameras captured her, but applause never came, and the crowd shifted in discomfort while Harry left her to stand there exposed. People whispered whether she'd lost her touch, the spotlight she used to bend now revealing her insistence and fading relevance. And this wasn't some one-off slip. The friction had been simmering for months, undercutting every outing. Meghan's dazzling entrances, once magnetic, have dulled. Each outfit, smile, and polished move feels more like protective armor than natural charisma. And audiences notice when authenticity erodes. Harry, meanwhile, bears the weight of contradiction, yearning for freedom, for the California life of coffee runs and polo matches, yet still tethered to the monarchy. He longs to reinvent himself, but every diplomatic detail, like Ukraine addressing him as His Royal Highness, reminds the world he's never fully broken away.
It's a bitter twist. Meghan scrambles to stay significant, while Harry strains to shed a significance he can't shake. The crowd isn't buying the fairy tale anymore. Instead of romance, they see rifts, missteps, and two people spinning in opposite directions. She pressing forward, he pulling back, the gap widening each time they face the cameras. The press devours it all, flipping from glowing reunion pieces to explosive breakup rumors, not reporting so much as staging a spectacle, because conflict pays, and Harry and Meghan are the headline drama. Every awkward glance, stiff smile, and off-script moment is looped, dissected, and sold, while Buckingham remains pointedly silent, a calculated move to let the storm exhaust itself, even as that silence erodes the couple's image. Meghan's once magnetic appeal now looks weary. Harry's easy charm feels measured and rehearsed. They no longer resemble daring rule breakers, but actors trapped in a fading script. And the harshest reversal of all? The woman who once dominated every headline now seems to fight just to appear in them. Her smiles too wide, her steps too eager, each move reading more like desperation than command. The former master of the spotlight appears to be gripping it, not owning it, while Harry, for all his talk of freedom, still moves with palace aides at his elbow and titles clinging to him whether he wants them or not. He's worn down by pressures no one can see, his self-assurance dimmed and his presence less certain. The young man who once dreamed of freedom still stands in the long shadow of duty, and it shows. Meghan's appearance, meanwhile, no longer carries the irresistible charm it once did, when even famous names like Richard Marx have to be told, "That's Prince Harry?" You know the shine has faded. The duo who once held the world's gaze now struggle to keep a room's attention. Their decline isn't explosive, but slow, aching, and impossible to miss. And quiet doesn't mean harmless. These subtle fissures, awkward pauses, and unspoken flare-ups are the real story. Not broken glasses or shouting matches, but the steady erosion of a once polished facade. Meghan's drive collides with Harry's restraint. Her hunger for relevance battles his fatigue, producing a spectacle no PR spin can mend. That may be the true narrative, not the fairy tale, glossy photos, or staged grins, but the raw, uneasy reality. They believed they could escape, reinvent themselves, and rule a new domain. Yet now they're mired in contradictions. She pushing ahead, he holding back, she craving control, he clinging to caution. The world watches as the rift widens, waiting to see who gives way first. Behind the headlines, the photo ops, and the forced smiles lies something messier. Two people out of sync, a love story turned tug of war, and a spotlight that no longer flatters but exposes. The fairy tale has ended. What remains is the drama, and it's far more compelling than any royal wedding ever was.